different. I was initially just going to give some of the first impressions of the Empire Total War demo, but now I'm actually going to do sort of a let's play the first two missions with you. So anyway, here we go. We have, basically, for the demo you just get your options, you get your tutorial, your land, and your sea, and I highly suggest you check out the sea-based tutorial before you jump in. And you get two scenarios. You get the Battle of Brandywine Creek and the Battle of Lagos, neither of which I am currently familiar with. But let's try out the Battle of Brandywine Creek first. So alright, from briefly reading the little description, basically the gist of it, what I got is this was a battle that the British traditionally lost. It's a battle against the Americans in the American Revolution, and they lost it by taking the wrong path. And so I guess to win this battle you have to take the right path, and it was very clearly pointed out for you that it's over to the side. So anyway, this is the second time I started on this game. I just had the tutorial, and you can immediately notice that the units are very well textured, and very detailed. And there's not any clones this time, as there was in Rome Total War. Every unit is very varied, and definitely looks different, which is a very nice touch. So what I'm gonna do here is immediately send my troops off to the left flank and try and flank the Americans that are clearly boarded up on the other hill there. Try and go around them. And looks like the Yankees are blasting me with artillery over on the hill there. So let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can get my units to march into the trees and to avoid the cannon fire. And I think I'm gonna skip a bit ahead here, so my units get to the other river crossing. Anyway, they're all here. They're all in formation, and we're good to go. Plan is to march up this corridor here and attack the Americans. A small force and some dragoons, some Minutemen, and looks like the generals were here too. So in a pretty vulnerable position. Let's hope that everything goes out as planned. Alright, here we go. En masse, our guys are gonna march out. Get us some Yankee blood. That's right, no independence for you, you suckers. So let's take a minute just to look at what units I have here. Got some, mostly just, line infantry, some Highlanders, some light infantry, a few cavalry divisions, some horse-drawn artillery, and they all look good. They all look very detailed, and just really nice to see how much each of these, thousands, or I don't think it's quite thousands, but each of these units is detailed, and as you can see, everyone's got a little drummer, which I think is totally awesome. And another thing you can notice if you really look is that these guys, it seems like they actually have emotions, like, that they're tired from running, or that they even have fear, that they're afraid of going into battle, which I think is absolutely, astounding to be able to pick that out. And just as we cross the river, I was not expecting this, we find some American Minutemen hiding in the trees like cowards, and they are currently ambushing and killing all my horse-drawn artillery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order my mass infantry charge to get these guys off my artillery in hopes that I can salvage at least one unit. And we get to see our first battle animations, which might be hard for you guys to see, but I can assure you they are very detailed. Definitely a step up from medieval Total War, which is definitely something that is a staple of the Total War series, which I've loved ever since Shogun Total War, that you can get to zoom in and see the battle, and I wish this tree wasn't awkwardly in the way so you guys could get a bit better view of this. But just as I get a good view, it seems that the Americans are retreating and running away. And it looks like I lost my horse-drawn artillery. They are retreating off, and that's kind of shitty. I was not expecting that. Hopefully we'll be able to rebound, and we'll still be able to wipe those. Oh, fuck. Now there's stakes. And they are wiping out my cavalry. Why was my horse-drawn artillery leading the way anyway? Well, hopefully we can rebound. I can use my brilliant tactical finesse, which has been non-existent up until this point, and outmuscle the Americans, and hopefully gain an advantage again. So I'm going to reorganize my troops and cut out and show you guys when something exciting happens later. So cutting a bit ahead here, we found some more Minutemen in the trees, and I'm currently organizing my front of my column into a line formation to deal with these bastards. Hopefully I'll get to show you first the combat. So musket firing, which is also just awesome. Just the screams that you can hear, the firing, and everything just is beautiful, and it's beautifully animated, and it feels like, and it just feels so real, and it feels so visceral, and I'm currently loving every second of blasting these guys with muskets and shot. Well, I'm gonna move them up as a group, hopefully deal with these guys. I'm gonna send these other guys around the back, hopefully trying some kind of pincer maneuver, and hopefully we'll be able to come together and squeeze the Americans out. Still getting a few pot shots from these Minutemen, but I'm pretty sure my boys will be fine. You know, these are British boys after all. We're very well disciplined. And a few scattered musket shots are not going to phase us in the slightest. So I'm going to move them into a better organization. Looks like there's no friendly fire, which is nice. Which, if you remember, Rome Total War would decimate your troops if you did not organize them very carefully. So, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna melee these guys. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're retreating anyway. My guys seem to be a little slow off the jaw, but they're retreating the wrong way, and I'm going to retreat straight into my bayonets. It's a wonder these guys won the American Revolution. It looks like my plan is unfurling beautifully, but there's artillery fire. Where are they? Let's see if we can bring up some cavalry later to deal with them. But it doesn't look like it's much of a concern right now. I think we'll be okay.